Hello, everybody. This is Brenda Eason, founder of the Black Business Owners Network, better known as the BBON, where we have a Facebook group of over 70,000 members. So make sure you join us if you're a Black business owner. I'm also the co founder of the Black Empowered Media Network, Beeman TV, which is seen on Roku TV, Apple TV, Amazon Prime, and now Tubi. I'd like to welcome everybody and say happy spring. It's the first day of spring, everybody, and I'm ready. I've been excited and waiting for spring to come. So, today, introducing Black Business Owners Network member Yolanda Cook. We were getting to know her today. As you know, people must know, like, and trust you first before they'll do business with you. So today we're going to be getting to know Yolanda Cook. Good morning, Yolanda. How are you today?
Good morning. Good morning. I am well. Thank God spring is here because I am tired of being cold.
Yes, you and me both. You and me both. So let's get to know you some. And we're going to go all the way back. So tell us a little bit about your childhood. Where did you grow
Oh,
up? And what was life for you like as a child?
you want me to go all the way back. Okay.
All the way.
I was born in Chicago, Illinois, but I have lived and was, I say, raised in Baltimore, Maryland. My mom brought me here to live with our family when I was 1 years old. So when people say, "Where are you from?" I normally just say Baltimore because at 1 years old, this is where it all started, right?
Right,
Um,
exactly.
yes. I grew up in the west side of Baltimore. I went to Catholic schools here in Baltimore City, and I now reside in Towson, Maryland, which is Baltimore County.
Hmm.
And that's basically it. I'm a Baltimore girl, born and raised.
Okay, okay. And were there any early signs that you would be an entrepreneur?
Zero. I had no
Zero?
sign, zero. Nope.
Mm-hmm.
I had no sign of any type of entrepreneurial genes, no business owners in my family. Um, Back in the 70s and 80s, it was go to school, go to college, get a
Mm-hmm.
job, retire from that job, and that is basically was the blueprint for growing up in my family and in my community. Not too many business owners at all. So I had no idea that one day I would be a business owner.
Okay, so well then, who were your biggest influences to help you with your creativity and your business sense?
Well, you know what? It came along, I'm gonna say very late because I didn't really have the mindset of maybe having something for myself until I'm gonna say maybe about 6 or 7 years ago. What really was the turning point for me, Brenda, was COVID.
Oh, really? Okay, okay.
COVID put the put the started the wheels in motion that things can change at any time, and you have got to have something for yourself.
Absolutely. So, what did you dream of becoming when you were younger?
Um, I always wanted to be a nurse. I worked in that field. I work in healthcare. I've always had that thought. My grandmother was a nurse. My mother was a nurse. I have two aunts that are nurses. So that path was kind of like always in my mind. And surprisingly, I fought it tooth and nail growing up, but eventually that's where I landed.
Okay, okay. Now, did you have any fears or doubts when you started your business? And if so, how did you pass through them?
Oh my gosh, Brenda. The fears and doubts are always there, especially when you have no idea what you're doing when you start a business.
Mhm.
Um, I still have them because it's that fear of the unknown. I push through them because I constantly tell myself that if I can go someplace and work 10 hours, 12 hours, 14 hours for someone else, why can I do it for myself?
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, and how did you stay motivated, like on tough days? How did you push through your tough days in business?
I still have my tough days. I think we all do as business owners. And basically, I just tell myself, why are you doing this? Keep in mind why you're doing this. You're doing this to build something great for yourself. You're doing this to build something that I can share any kind of wealth or enjoyment with my mother. I'm doing this because it has to happen. Like I am my own motivation. Um, Something that one of our leaders says in our company is you don't need anybody to motivate you to go to work and get your rent money together. That
Absolutely.
zero motivation needed.
Mhm.
So I think after you reach a certain point and you know that you have to have something for yourself, the motivation is non-negotiable. It's just built in.
Mhm. Yeah. Can you recall a time that you wanted to give up and what got you through that?
Every day. No, no, no. Times are difficult in business and you feel like you need to give up. Starting a business is very costly. My lab business was a costly startup, and things will get you down. Things will not go according to plan. Financing will fall through. Clients will fall through, and you basically just have to say, okay, there's going to be setbacks. But the end result and the feeling that I get that I know that I can do this is worth it. And that's
Mhm.
what keeps me going.
And so, what role has faith, family, or personal values played in your business?
It plays a huge, huge role, especially faith. If nothing else, you have got to lean on the man upstairs to get you through every single aspect of having a business, as well as your personal life. Family is super supportive, but as a lot of our business owners know that a lot of times your family won't support you. And it's not that they don't want to, but it's just this thing. I guess because they know you on a personal level, they're not sure about your outside stuff. So you get your support from them, you get your support from other business owners and friends, and it plays a huge role. It keeps me going, but it also checks me and gives me that big dose of reality too.
Okay. Now, what was the defining moment during COVID that made you realize you needed to start your mobile medical lab service?
I won't say which hospital I was working for here in Baltimore, but I was working for a hospital here in Baltimore as a contractor and as an employee. And you will not believe it, but even during the height of COVID, they laid us off.
Oh,
So I
my.
was not working, and you would be like, "What? Laid the healthcare people off, the nurses
Yeah.
off, the lab up, laid us off." And I knew then that a profession that I thought was recession proof is
Mm-hmm.
not, is
Mm.
not. Um, that was really a turning point. Now, granted, we weren't laid off long,
I
but
bet.
just the sheer fact that that was an option to tell me that I couldn't go and make money and have a job was one of the big turning points. The other turning point is during the midst of COVID, I actually had an injury. So I'm gonna say like 20, I think that was like 2020, 2021. I was home for almost a year because I couldn't work. And I said,
Mm.
wait a minute,
Mhm.
something is not adding up here. I have all this education and all this experience, but I don't have a way to earn any money. And I'm like, this, I can't have someone else having that much control over my life.
Okay.
So that was the turning point right there to start the mobile medical lab business. The reason I started the medical lab business is because I saw a huge problem at the workplace. That problem was patients were being seen, people were coming to the doctors, but doctors can't diagnose or treat patients without lab work. How are they going to
Mhm.
know what's wrong with you?
Mhm.
So I, especially with our senior population and our low and moderate income population, how are they going to get their blood work done and get the treatment that they need without blood work? So I said, I know how to fix that. You take the blood work to them. You take the lab to them.
Mhm.
So that was the premise behind me starting a mobile lab business.
Okay. And so do you still operate the lab service or have you shifted entirely to the travel business?
Oh no. The lab service is my baby. I will I will never stop that business. I still work that business. I still see patients. I have someone that helps me now because it gets quite busy, but I'm still in the trenches, going to my elderly patients' home, drawing their blood, getting their lab like other lab clinical things collected. It is a real need.
Mhm.
Even past COVID, there's so many people that just cannot get the adequate medical care that they need. So in my mind, you got to bring it to them.
Yeah, right, absolutely. Now, as a female entrepreneur, have you faced any unique challenges? If so, how did you navigate them?
Oh yeah. As a female entrepreneur, a lot of times, especially in the medical lab business, and in healthcare too, women are just not thought of as being leaders or problem solvers. It's been a challenge, especially when it comes to some of the larger companies that I might have a business with. Some of the medical care facilities, long-term care facilities, they see this face and they say, does she know what she's doing, or is she the owner? Lots of times they think I'm someone else, and I say, no, I'm the owner. I'm here to provide a service, or give you my information to see if you can use my business. So I take it as motivation for me to just continue on and just try to help and get more people that look like me in those spaces.
Right. Okay. Now, what are some of the key lessons that you've learned during your journey that have shaped you as a businesswoman?
Oh my gosh. Expect the setbacks, expect the hard days, expect a lot of no's,
Mhm.
expect the rejections, but don't let it define you. Don't let it stop you from doing what you want to do, or providing a service, or having a product. Someone is out there that needs and wants what you can provide them, and I just let that just motivate me to continue on.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so, what inspired you to transition into the travel industry, and what makes Cook Travel Treasures unique?
Oh, listen,
That's
me and these vacations was a thing, right?
I bet.
Because I still actually have a job. I still work. And then I have my lab business. So I've always been a traveler. I've always loved traveling, trying new food, learning new cultures, going new places. So a good family friend of mine introduced me to the world of being a travel agent and a network marketer. I had no idea about that business. I started it just on the sheer fact she told me I could get these huge discounts on all my vacations. So I was like, oh, okay, so sign me up for that, because who doesn't want a discounted vacation, especially when I was paying regular price for them for so long. So that is how I transitioned. I got into the business sheerly for the travel portion. I had no idea that I would go into the network marketing piece. And basically, that is telling everyday people how they can monetize and make money off of travel that they're doing themselves, and travel that they probably have booked for their family and friends. Can you
So,
hear
how
me?
does your travel business help people to create financial independence while exploring the world?
Well, with my travel business, the network marketing piece is like I said, just introducing everyday people, average people just like me that are still working, still having families, how for a simple small startup cost they can get into this travel business, and it make them residual income every single month. People are going on vacation. That was the one thing that never stopped during COVID. People are still traveling. People are spending, if I'm not mistaken, I looked at it, $8 trillion this year on travel. $8 trillion. So if you get into the travel business and you can book travel for other people and introduce them to this business, it will pay you in ways that you just cannot imagine. And it can be a residual income. We have residual bills. So who doesn't need residual income coming
Right.
in to help them?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so, where can people find your business if they want to book travel or learn how to monetize from travel?
I am everywhere. If they want to find me on Facebook, it's my name. It's Yolanda Cook, and also my travel business, Cook Travel Treasures, is also on Facebook, titled Cook Travel Treasures. They can reach me by email at cooktraveltreasures at outlook.com. They can call me. I can give my number. It's 443-202-8455. They can reach me on Instagram, same thing, Cook Travel Treasures, um, Lemon 8, TikTok. It's always my name or my travel or the name of my travel business.
Great, great. So, what is the biggest myth about travel business or network marketing that you like to debunk?
The biggest myth and the biggest question or doubt that I'm always faced with when I'm telling people about this business is they think it's a pyramid scheme
Mhm.
or a scam. It is not. It definitely is not. It is a 1099. IRS wants their money, fact-based business. And I tell them that because nowadays, scams are everywhere. So people are very cautious anyway, as to what's going on. But I can reassure them it is a legitimate business. I debunk telling them that they can get into business and make real money and make real change. Of another debunk or myth that I see all the time is, well, how do I get people to sign up? Or how do I get clients? When I started this business back in August, I had 150 followers on Facebook, and I
Mhm.
wasn't really big on social media. I think I might have had a few hundred people on Instagram. Zero TikTok, zero Lemonade. Um, I came into the business and literally started making money within that first 30 days because there's no waiting period. Booking my own travel, booking travel, complete strangers call me, message me, send me messages every day to travel with them.
Mhm.
People trust you and they see that you are real and a person that's traveling and can give them information, then it's a little easier for them to say, okay, if she can do this, and she doesn't really know a whole lot of people, and
Mhm.
she doesn't really have a whole lot of reach on social media, and she's making money and she's enjoying every minute of it, then maybe I can do it too.
Mhm.
This business is for anyone, truly.
That's good. Okay, so what's next for your business? Are there any new ventures or projects on the horizon?
Ah, there's always something. So for travel treasures, we are going to continue on a pace to grow. I'm going to put a fielder out there, but I'm thinking of starting a travel group for solo travelers. A lot of times we have these good ideas to go on vacation, and then everybody that you ask backs out. And then you're like, am I still going to go? Should I go? Am I going to go? I want to create a group for solo travelers where they say, I'm going, and there are people there just like them
Mhm.
traveling solo. So you're going alone, but you won't be by yourself.
That's cool. Okay,
So
so
I
what do you?
think
Go ahead, keep going. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. So that's gonna start. In terms of other ventures, I have this obsession with coffee shops and tea and all that. So there's a lot of good black owned places here in Baltimore. So I've been doing a little research and networking, and hopefully soon I am gonna open up my own coffee shop, bookstore. I love books too.
Mhm.
Bookstore and all that. And hopefully it'll be a comfortable space for people to come, sip their coffee, sip their tea,
Mhm.
read books, use the internet, and just have a good positive experience. What else I got? Of course, these vacations will not stop. Hopefully, I will go on vacation. I am going to be in Richmond, Virginia next month, on a little travel tour. If we have anybody in Richmond that's interested, come and see me, come and hang out with me. I will introduce you to the world of travel and whatever else you want to know, or just to know me, I am there and available. Outside of that, we just gonna keep going, Brenda. That's all I can do.
That sounds good. Sounds good. Okay, so where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years, both personally and professionally?
Okay, professionally in the next 5 years, the job has to go. Of course, the job is my security blanket, but it is time for me to step out on how hard I'm working and my own faith that my businesses will begin to thrive at a level that's going to sustain me as well as take me to that next level. Um, what was your other question? You said personally,
Personally and
professionally.
professionally. Hmm.
Uh, Personally, we are turning 50
Hmm.
and we are going to just try to live healthier, make better choices, make sure our mental health is in check because that's really important when you're in business for yourself. Um, take care of my family and just live life as best I can.
Okay. Now, how do you balance being an entrepreneur while also taking care of your personal well-being, your family, things like that?
The balance is real. The balance is harder than in the businesses, but I have become one thing the travel business taught me is to keep a schedule. You have to schedule these things out. So I schedule, of course, work has its own schedule. And then I use my blocks of time very wisely. I have blocks of time for travel, I have blocks of time for my medical lab business, and then I make sure that I have some Yolanda time,
Mhm.
decompress, spend time with my family, m- spend time with my significant other, make sure that things are in check to keep me balanced.
That sounds good. So now, if you could go back and give your younger self one piece of advice, what would that be?
I would give my younger self the piece of advice of from day one, believe in yourself. Anything you set your mind to do, be it school, be it business, be it whatever it is to keep you happy and motivated and elevated, never doubt yourself, never let anyone else dim your light or put doubt in your mind. um if there is something that you want to do, just do it. It's not going to be easy, it's not going to be all roses all the time, but if you have that deep amount of belief in you, you are unstoppable. It's going to be some roadblocks, but just keep going.
Mhm. Okay, so one more time, how can people reach out to you if they're interested in working with you or learning more?
If you are interested in working with me, you can reach me on social media. It is my name, Yolanda Cook, spelled out on Facebook and Instagram. If you want to email me, my regular email address is yolanda.cook.biz, @gmail.com. For my travel company, call me because I got travel deals all over the place. You can call me at 443-202-8455, or either you can reach me on my company's Travel Treasures email, and that is cook, like all spelled out, cook travel treasures at outlook.com. Or you can message Brenda, she'll tell you how to find me.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, do you have any closing remarks or words of encouragement for aspiring entrepreneurs who may feel discouraged or afraid to get started?
Listen, the hardest part about having a business and starting a business is starting. There will be 10 million reasons why you shouldn't start. Go ahead and start anyway. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be all laid out. You might not have all the money or all the supplies or all the connections. Just start. You will figure it out as you go along. Now, I'm not saying don't have a plan or go in blind, but just get started and just believe in yourself that you can do it and you will flourish.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Yolanda Cook. It
Thank
was
you,
a
Brenda.
wonderful. It was wonderful getting to know you.
You
Now you
too. Thank
know.
you.
And you guys, you know, and you like her. I like her, you like her, and you trust her. So do business with her. She's told you how to reach her. Make sure you support her, support her, support her. And also become a member of the Black Business Owners Network. Again, it's on
Absolutely.
Facebook. Become a member. We all network. That's how I met her. And if you're interested in being interviewed as well, text the word interview to 202 308 3157. Again, interview to 202 308 3157. Also, check out the Black Empowered Media Network. That's Beeman TV. Again, we're on Roku TV, Apple TV, Amazon Prime, and Tubi. The website is bemntv.com. Again, bemntv.com. If you'd like your podcast to come over there, your business to be advertised, like to start a podcast and have a show, we're looking to get all the time spots filled up on the television network. You can also call or text 202 308 3157. Thank you again, Yolanda. You have a wonderful day. We'll be
Thank you. You
talking.
too.
All right, take care. Bye bye.